everyone! In today's video, we are going to talk about how to pass your call center interviews. Over the past few years, the BPO industry or call center industry has grown, and jobs in the call center have become one of the most popular careers for fresh grads, working students, and even those who are looking for a change in career coming from a regular day job. If you're looking for a job in the call center industry, then one of the things that you really have to prepare for are your call center interviews. First off, before you have your interviews, preparation is always the key. First things first, what will you wear for your call center interview? Well, the good thing about the call center industry is it doesn't have a requirement or a dress code for most call centers, but it does help to show up to the interviews presentable. Okay, so I've had some experiences in call centers where you can just wear jeans and a collared shirt or a dress, and then it really doesn't matter to the interviewer. However, dressing well will help you in terms of feeling confident and comfortable during the interviews. Here are some of the samples of the dresses that you can wear or outfits that you can wear for your interviews. Normally, when you go to call center interviews, for people who are interviewing, and for me, because I also do interviews as well, it is very important for a person for ladies, you're not really required to show too much of skin. You can wear a collared shirt or a pants or a decent dress. Do not show a lot of skin when you're going to the interviews, because the last thing you want happening during your interviews is for the interviewer to focus on what you look like, right, instead of how you sound. Because in call centers, the most important or your currency in getting into a call center, right, is how you sound and how you converse in English. So for girls, you can wear simple dresses, a blouse, and some pants. For men, collared shirts, plain shirts, pants, and closed shoes will do. For people who are going on phone interviews, it would be best to have your phone interviews in a quiet place where there are no people going around. No distractions, or have it in a room where you're the only person in there. And also make sure that you have good cell signal so your conversations will not cut midway. Having a noisy background and a lot of distractions will not be good for you, because it would be hard to concentrate on the interviewer's questions, and it's also hard to respond well when there's a lot of people walking around or talking, or there's a lot of background noise. So it will have an impact somehow on your interview as well. So better eliminate it. If you're going on Zoom interviews, then having a good internet connection will be important. So depending on the interviewer, you can either go on the Zoom using your phone or your laptop. However, you have to make sure that there is no distraction, just like phone interviews, no background noise, and it would be best, or it would work to your advantage if you can show video. And then you have to do it in a bright space where there's no people walking around. So let me just tell you a short story. When we were doing interviews way back last year, I think it was October last year, we did an interview with this person, and we asked him to turn his video on because it was required with our interviews in our company. So when the person turned on his video, someone was walking in his background, and the person wasn't wearing anything, and it's a guy. So we we didn't want to see. So make sure that no one else is in the room, and make sure that it's bright enough for everyone to see you. And also, seeing your face up to the chest an advantage, because at least the interviewers will know that you're really attentive during the interviews. You have to prepare or practice speaking English in a conversational manner before you go on the interviews. So there are a few ways for you to do this if you haven't tried taking call center interviews yet. Number one, you can read English books days before your actual interview date. Believe me, it really helps a lot. Number two, you can try to watch English shows and study how people really respond, like especially for native English speakers. Practice how the conversations are done. So remember, as you take your interviews, unless you're actually asked to tell a story or to describe something, less is always more. You don't want to open a can of worms, answer a question like, where do you live? And then, a person will ask you, where do you live? And then you tell them the whole story about, like, why do you live there? And what's the story of the place or whatever. You just want to stick to the actual question, because at least you're not trapped in, having to speak English for a very long time, which can really play to your disadvantage if you're not really a good English speaker. The good thing is, some people really are able to get through interviews, and that's their normal technique. They don't really use a lot of words. They don't really use long sentences, but they answer questions straight to the point. So less is always more as you take your interviews. Also, another thing, as you practice your English, you can research on the most frequent or most common questions asked by the interviewers. We're gonna have another video about that. And then you can write down like stuff that you want to answer on those questions. Remember, it's not using big words or using long sentences or sounding like you're an American that counts. What really counts is you're able to understand the interviewer's questions, and you're able to respond accordingly and in correct grammar. And finally, research about the company that you are applying for. You might not be able to get information about the clients of this company, but at least you know the history of the company, and how long has it been working. And also try to research about the call center work, what the call center agent does, and what's the industry all about. And that, because sometimes interviewers ask that too. So that will really help you in like anticipating what the interviewer will ask you. So that's all for today's video. If you have questions, you can comment down below. And if you do like this video, and if you like the information that you got from this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. We will do our best to like post more videos about applying for call center work. So that's all. And again, see you on the next video, and have a great day, everyone. Bye.